Okay. See the candles? Okay, and this is an orange light. It doesn't look orange. And blue. Flashlight. Okay, now we're going to do a little math video here. Let's subtract some numbers with a new method here. 700. No, we'll do a big long number. So there's the top number, and from it we'll subtract something a little smaller. We'll make some numbers bigger than the top ones and some smaller. Okay. Now this is a strange method of subtraction. Okay, that's the problem. 736,432 minus 598,216. Okay. But to do this kind of funny subtraction, you don't have to carry the normal way. You turn your paper sideways. And I call this the 3M subtraction method, because when you turn the paper sideways, the 3's turn into M's. Okay, so now what you do is, here's the whole problem. From here, you go up to the top right over here, and you write down a 10, and then put little zeros down below it. Okay, and on the other side, if you can see what I've done, I put the 10 up here and the zeros down here. And now on the other side we're going to put zeros on the left side. This is really silly. You probably never use this, but it just proves that you can do subtraction more than one way. Okay, I kind of like it actually, because I invented it. But here we go. The distance from 0 to 2 is 2, and the distance from 6 to 10 is 4, because 6 plus 4 is 10, or 10 subtract 6 is 4. So you take your 0 to 2, which is 2, and your 6 to 10, which is 4, and you add them together. So you get 2 plus 4, and you write down your answer over here, which is 6. That's going to be your first answer. Now, then what you do is, since the number was 6, it was 9 or less. If it's 9 or less, you take this and turn it into a 9. Okay. If it had been 10, we would do something else. Now we'll go to the next line. We'll go over here. From the 0 to 3 is 3. It's always going to be that number, because it's always a 0. But it's just because we're doing distances. 0 to 3 is 3, and then 1 to 9 is 8. So 3 plus 8 is 11. Now this time we got to write down 11. What we do is you go down to the next line here, and you put the 1 of the 11 and the other 1 of the 11 up here. Okay. These are not going to end up in the answer. They're just for computation. Okay. Now we go to the next line. See, we notice we have a 10 now, not a 9 to work with. So we're on the third line down. Okay. We go from 0 to 4, that's 4. And then from 2 to 10 is 8. So we got 4 plus 8, that's 12. So what we do is, we take a 1, put it here, and 2, and put it here. That's the 1, 2 for 12. 1, 2. Okay. Now we go down to the next line. And I'll zoom out a little. Okay. So there's the problem. There's the minus sign. Okay, now we're going 0 to 6. 0 to 6 is 6. And 8 to 10 is 2. And 6 plus 2, we always add after we make our differences. 6 plus 2 is 8. So we write down an 8. And down at the 0 down below, we don't put a 1 beside it because it is 9 or less. It was an 8. So we turn it into a 9 with a line. You either turn it into a 9 or put a 1 beside it and make it a 10. Depending if you're above 10, 10 or above, or 9 or below. Okay, and we were 8, which is 9 or below, so we turn it into a 9. Now we go to the next line down. Notice we're on our second to last line. Okay, 0 to 3 is 3, and 9 to 9 is 0. So it's just 3 plus 0, which is 3. So we'll put a 3 down and turn the 0 down below into a 9, because 3 is less than 9, or 9 or less, I mean. So now we're almost done. We're on the last line, as you can see. Now you can see we have a 0 to 7 over here, and a 5 to 9. 0 to 7 is 7, 5 to 9 is 4. So 7 plus 4 is 11. Here's the funny thing. To write down your final answer, you write down your 11. As a joke, you put one of the ones here and the other one here. You only write your last digit of in the ones place here. The other one, if there's a 1, you just put it here and turn the minus sign into an equal sign. Now I'll turn the paper. You can see that your answer equals, when you subtract these numbers, it equals these numbers. Now you can get rid of all these 9s and 10s. That was just for computation. But here's your answer. 138,216. So hopefully that's correct. We can double check it rather quickly. Let's see. This and this is 12, 1, 3, 2, 2, 4, 8, 8, 16, 1, 13, 1, 1, 1, 5, 7. That's correct. The answer is correct. So that's what it looks like from a distance, under the candlelight here, and a blue flashlight, and an orange truck light on a battery, and some candles. And so that was the 3M method of subtraction. I'll write down subtraction here. Subtraction. 3M method of subtraction. And you always start, remember, you always start with a 10. You line up your zeros on the left when you turn it. When you turn it sideways, you line up your zeros on the left, and you start off with a 10 up here that we had crossed out. Then remember, you go down with zeros, and they either turn into 9s or 10s based on the rules described. Okay, so that's the end of the video, and I'll let you see what I look like, and then I'll stop the video. Okay, and that's me. Okay, see you later.